Siddaramaiah, the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, a key contender for the Chief Minister's post, and a number of other Congress MLAs have reached the Congress Chief Kharge, that is Mallikarjun Kharge's residence as we speak. Remember, today is the point at which the big decision for the Congress is going to take place. On one side, you of course have the former Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah, one of only two Chief Ministers to complete a full term in Karnataka as Chief Minister in recent times. And the other top contender, of course, being DK Shivkumar, Congress Pradesh KPCC Committee President. He's a man looked at as the key strategist behind this win across Karnataka. As you can see, MLAs being heralded by flowers after yesterday's win. The win itself is, of course, considered a huge consolidation for the Congress, which has been able now to increase its tally of states across the country from 3 to 4. So you, of course, have Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Himachal Pradesh. Now Karnataka being added to its tally. Karnataka, of course, being the fourth largest economy in the country when it comes to states. So this is a very important feather in the Congress's cap. That's why this decision matters so much, because remember, Rajasthan, as we speak, is seeing a leadership tussle play out between its Chief Minister and its former Deputy Chief Minister, Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. That is a situation that the Congress is trying its hardest to avoid when they go into making this choice. That's why the message that's going to be sent with this choice matters so much. Remember, both DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah have openly made statements indicating that they do want to be the Chief Minister. However, they both also said that they would respect the decision of the senior Congress leadership and their party's MLAs. Now, my colleague Purnima is with us right now to bring us a lot more in terms of context on this story. Purnima, in just a few moments, we might have our decision with us. Can you walk our audiences through the mood right now at that meeting as it's about to start?
Well, in fact, we are reporting from outside Kharge's residence. Siddaramaiah had come here for a meeting, and he just left 2-3 minutes ago, and the meeting ended here. However, when we tried asking him about a decision and whether all is well and whether they have come to a consensus, he surely did not want to address the media. He just left. He didn't want to answer. He didn't want to speak much. And senior leaders of the Congress who've come here to attend the meeting also say that the High Command will take the final decision, and there will be more clarity once the Legislative Party meeting ends, because it's going to start at 5:30. That's where the discussions will happen, and more clarity will come out only from that meeting, is what senior leaders from the Congress who attended the meeting told us. Right now, whether a formula is being worked out, whether they've come to a consensus, those answers still remain unanswered. And Siddaramaiah not wanting to speak much. We tried asking him several times, but he remains tight-lipped. Both camps trying hard bargaining from both sides. So all eyes on how the Legislative Party meeting pans out later this evening.
Okay, Purnima, the Congress obviously had a decisive mandate yesterday, 43% of the popular vote. I just want to understand, can you explain to our audiences what's at stake with either choice? So if the Congress were to go to DK Shivkumar, what would be at stake? And if they were to go for Siddaramaiah, a man they've of course had as Chief Minister once before, what would then potentially be at stake? Could you just give the context to our audiences?
Well, in fact, Siddaramaiah has the support of the masses here, and he's also trying to get more MLA support ahead of the Legislative Party meeting. And DK Shivkumar has also worked a lot, which is why he's also got the support, which is why the Congress is not able to make the decision. The High Command obviously is trying to gauge, and there have been speculations about 50-50 formula, but that is still speculative. No one wants to speak about the kind of formula that's being worked out. Siddaramaiah enjoys the mass support. DK Shivkumar has the support of many castes here, which is why he also is now trying to bargain for the CM's post, which is why it's not going to be an easy decision. In fact, it's going to be a tough decision, considering both of them have the support of the masses and both of them are trying to get more and more support of the MLAs ahead of the Legislative Party meeting. The High Command is also finding it tough to make the decision, which is why so far no consensus has been reached. Both sides trying to bargain which way the Congress will go, and more clarity, they say, will happen in the next 2 days. It's not going to be an easy task, may take a day or two, is what senior leaders on conditions of anonymity tell us.
Purnima, tell us more about what each choice would mean, in the sense that what would the party be risking by making each choice? We know, of course, that DK Shivkumar is a senior Voka Liga leader of the region, but it's been said often that he doesn't enjoy statewide popularity in the same way that Siddaramaiah does. Can you bring us more context there?
Well, absolutely. If you look at Siddaramaiah, as I said, he enjoys the support of the masses, while Shivkumar has the support of many MLAs, because he's someone who's got the money, who's also tried working hard to plan the strategy for the Congress as well, which is why he enjoys the support of the MLAs, and he also is responsible for the finance of the party, the funds of the party, which is why the High Command does not want to ignore DK Shivkumar. He's played a very key role. The Vokalikas, in fact, had voted for the Congress, and that also the credit is attributed to DK Shivkumar. These are the reasons why they are still undecided when it comes to who is going to be the Chief Minister, and that's why hard bargaining from DK Shivkumar. Siddaramaiah, of course, enjoys the support of the masses, and he's someone who's a crowd puller, who has a lot of fan following here in Karnataka, which is why the High Command is not able to make that decision. DK Shivkumar, as far as the funds for the party, and Siddaramaiah has a huge support from the masses. That's why it's going to be a tough decision, and the formula will be worked out. The High Command will take the final decision. But here at Kharge's residence, we saw Siddaramaiah and a few senior Congress leaders. They held a meeting with Kharge at the residence. Even now, there are many senior leaders who are visiting Kharge's residence. That's why you can see a lot of development taking place, and no one wants to speak now. Hard bargaining from both sides, both camps pitching hard. We'll have to see what the High Command finally says. But as we speak, we can show you visuals of Kharge leaving his residence. After meeting Siddaramaiah. Now Kharge also leaves his residence. We'll have to wait and see what his plan of action is, because he's the one who will make that decision. Right now, as you see visuals on your screen, Kharge also leaving his residence. Back to you.
Okay, Purnima, stay with us. Our colleague Neetu is also with us right now to bring us context. Neetu, yesterday the Congress won 135 seats. Now, for them, it's obviously a record victory. But can you tell our audiences, if one takes a look at that 135 number, 135 MLAs that have now come into power, what do your sources tell you about where their loyalties lie? I know that both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar have large loyalty within the state party unit. So that 135 MLA number, how does it divide between the two of them?
See, both of them have a huge loyalist within the party, and there have been several new MLAs also coming into the fray. There has been meeting with some leaders that Siddaramaiah has done. We are outside his residence here. He is expected to come back, is what we are hearing, to this residence here. Now, there is several meetings. Both sides are trying to get as many numbers as possible ahead of this crucial CLP meeting, which will happen this evening, because it is definitely a show of strength on as to who has the support of the maximum number of MLAs. Ultimately, it will boil down to that. We think that since Siddaramaiah is more known as a mass leader, and likely the chances are that he has slightly more support from the MLAs, but nothing will come clear until the CLP meeting, which happens this evening. So both of them are still in the fray for the CM post. So that is something which is still ongoing, and only by about evening there will be more clarity on this. There are also certain other equations and formulas that could be looked into, because definitely DK Shivkumar will also be asking for Chief Minister post, but if not, then they might go on to ask for about a sharing in the number of years one person gets a chief ministership and the other, but doesn't really think that Siddaramaiah will go for something like that. And then it would come to deputy chief ministership. So these are all equations that are being looked at, but only in the CLP meeting things will become clear.
Tell us